Areas searchers find suspicious. They have searches planned and will use dogs in areas they won't disclose, waiting and wondering what tomorrow will bring.
But a High School Activities Association has issued an order banning Sherwin-Shagan.
It's not easy to sum up Donnell Preskey's nearly 18-year career.
The flag outside the Bismarck Police Department flies at half staff.
She started reporting even before graduating from college. In 1998, she became the weekend anchor.
Donnell Preskey, KXMB News 12.
Sometimes what goes on behind the scenes make the greatest stories.
1997, I came here to work one day and it was freezing rain. And then it started to snow. And then it started to blizzard. And then we were stuck here. We were here all night Saturday night, and then all day Sunday. Still no one could get to us. We opened up the back newsroom door, and it was the snowdrift completely covered the door. The vehicles were completely covered. It was ridiculous, and that's actually the storm that led to the flood of '97.
By boat, we check out damage further south on Fox Island. During the flood of 2011, Donnell was one of the first to see the devastation.
I was in a helicopter and saw a house go in the water, and it was heartbreaking, but we were probably the first people to know that that had happened. We went up to the dam, it was okay. We came back and it wasn't. It was in the water.
Welcome to Washington, we're glad you're here.
She's taken us on some wild rides, joining our greatest generation on an honor flight.
The Happy Hooligans are well known to folks in the Red River Valley.
Flying in an F-16 with some of our nation's first and greatest protectors.
Ready to fly.
This job has been a love of Donnell's from day one, but not always the easiest.
You make that call, it's probably one of the hardest calls of your life to a family. And you say, I heard you lost your son. I'd really like to know who he was. I have formed some really awesome relationships with a lot of those parents and still see them today. And I know how they think about me, and I think the world of them.
John will leave a very big hole in my heart.
From the first soldier's death, to our soldiers' funerals, to the years of deployments and many returns.
I'm here at the Armory in North Bismarck where thousands of friends and family are waiting for their soldier to walk in the door.
Those stories of the welcoming homes, they don't get old. I love that emotion and, you know, the hugs that families give each other when they see each other for the first time in a year or more.
Oil and gas revenues are flowing into the state at record numbers. Just one look.
Donnell Preskey is the face of our legislative coverage. She's covered countless legislative sessions and has watched the state of the state change.
A few months ago, I pulled former State of the State and budget addresses, and the stories were so different from what we're experiencing today. So to see that turnaround and to see the governors go from talking about budget cuts and possibly raising taxes to giving tax relief, it's been incredible to see that journey.
She's devoted her life to hard news. It's what Donnell does best. She believes in holding people accountable, whether that being those who make our laws or those who break our laws. Her On the Run segment has brought 70 wanted criminals to justice. She was honored for her work by the Burleigh County Sheriff's Department for helping to nab them.
They'd even use it as a threat, call them up and say, hey, if you don't turn yourself in, we're going to have you be featured on the Run. And they don't want their picture on TV, and so they would come into the jail and turn themselves in.
Her list of achievements is great. Her years spent doing the job she loves have helped shape a state. Laws changed when she brought to light the problem of synthetic drug abuse. She raised awareness of sex offenders living in our communities. She made our streets safer. And we can't imagine a newsroom without her.
Reporting from the Burleigh County Courthouse, I'm Donnell Preskey.